chair. Stupid chair. Close enough. Well, maybe I'm squished up here too much. Oh, there we go. Something like that. I swear to God. There we go. I swear to God, I clean my room. Now, Facebook. Tell me if you can hear me. It's really important. I need to know if you can hear me. Yes or no? Like, seriously, type it. Type if you can hear me. Hold on, YouTube. If you recall yesterday, if you were here. Yes. Oh my God, you can hear me. Good, because yesterday people couldn't hear me. Well, now you can hear me munching on some Scooby snacks. Oh, it went in my mouth. So anyway, yesterday, I did this. Now I won't eat Scooby snacks. Oh, hey man, what's up? Oh, my throat's real scratchy. Got this fucking like ear infection going on. Oh, and everything's draining. It's irritated my throat, which I have under here. I do have a throat. It's surprising. And he's been really nice, just scratching everything. Anyway, but yesterday I did this, and I'm glad you guys can hear me though. A thank you, baby Space Jesus, because seriously, yesterday was garbage. With not being able to hear me, it pissed me off quite a bit. And but I really enjoyed this. I really came out nice. It came out really well. I thought it was neat. Yeah, I really just let the creativity flow. We had a really free-flowing conversation about a bunch of shit. You know, the usual, but 3 hours long. I cut this really short because nobody could fucking hear me. I hated it. It was garbage. Anyway, so no topics are in my brain pan for this evening. So if anybody has anything, say, you know, hey, what do you want to talk about? And we'll chat it up. Also on the YouTubes there. But I'm going to do a tiny bit more to this, and then I'm going to start something else. And that's my plan, at least. Now, the thing is since I felt good about yesterday, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. I dig this. I like where creatively it went. It just kind of flowed out of me, and it kind of became what it became. I'm expecting tonight to be a clusterfuck. You can't really expect 2 nights in a row to go good. So, oh my God. You're not going to work well. And I better not have any fucking problems with my my internet, which I probably will. Knowing our internet. Why are you guys so fucking long? I don't want you long, but I want like a nice point. Oh my God, my snot box. So anyway, I'm gonna just do a little bit of highlighting. I'm gonna have old man cough all night. I'm like, it's terrible. But I'm gonna do it. Oh, it's right here. We're gonna do a little bit of highlighting and do some little skin stuff, maybe a little stretching stuff with a little bit of grays, and try to make that pop a little bit. Although its simplicity might be what's good. I don't know. Kind of scares me to even try. Somebody gave me a friend request. I'm not going to even worry about that right now because I don't know who the fuck you were. And if I don't know who the fuck you is, I'm very, I scrutinize who the fuck comes up in my business. You know? I don't let just some rando come up in my bed and be like, hey, man, what's up? Like, hey, I don't know you. We have no fucking friends in common. And then they're like, you want to see pictures of my pee-pee? And I'm all, okay, yeah, sure. I mean, why not? So anyway, my life is a strange, strange thing. Still haven't started my OnlyFans page yet. Pictures of my butthole on vacation all the way, but I'm really slow going at making that happen. You know, one day. It's a threat I love to give people. But, oh, you know, this is either going to look good. What the fuck? Why are you so fucking loose, man? This whole thing's going to fall apart on me at some point. All right, well, all I really want to do here is give it the appearance of a little bit of shine on its carapace, or whatever the fuck you want to call that, you know, the legs, you know. And what up, bro? And so give it a little highlight definition to kind of pop it out a little bit, you know. Although this brush is terrible for that. I don't think I even have a good brush for anything like that. Especially when it comes to like right here where they cross, and like down here where there's a little bit of darkness. I want it to have a, fuck, not that. That was trash. But, you know, good thing about working with white and black is if you fuck up, you can just paint over it real easy. It's nice and easy. See, that's terrible, man. Like, maybe I should have, maybe I should water it down a little bit to give it like a more translucent look. You see, I'm not a real artist, people. I just kind of go with what I think might be a good idea. It's usually a terrible idea. I'm like, hey, what if I did this? I don't know what I'm doing. People all the time are like, hey, could you teach my kid how to play or how to paint? And I'm like, no, I can't. I can't do that. Like, oh, I'll pay you money. I'm like, I like money, but I still can't do that. I mean, I could teach them how to put paint on something, yes, but you know, style and skill and stuff. Now, sometimes I seem to have it, and people are like, wow, that looks great. And I'm like, wow, you're a liar. And but I do appreciate the compliments, and you know, makes you feel good about yourself sometimes. Even if your friends all lie to you and tell you that you're good. But that's terrible. That's looking terrible. I'm going to just paint black over it and leave them just shadow blacked. That is exactly what I'm doing, because that is not working out like I wanted it to at all. I stole the cup, by the way. Yep, but it's mine now. So didn't steal it from anybody particular, just family, mine. You know, because I have those people around me. But I think I do want to put a little bit more blurry white right there. So let's try that. I'm terrible at this today. So just kind of smear it around a little bit right there to kind of give it that connected appearance. Like it's got a little more to it, you know? So it's not quite so disconnected from the spots. And if you can't get your fingers in it, man, what are you even painting? Finger painting, you know, that's where it started, and that's where it should always be. But that's garbage. That's trash. Yeah, I'm just going to make it solid black bucket, and then I'll be done. I'm going to call it good with what it is. I'm going to die from the corona, and hopefully not. That's shit. Come here, you piece of garbage. Paper towels. Important in every artist people who paint. You got to have that shit. So Oh, and I found I was out of canvases. I was kind of afraid of that whenever before I was like, hey, everybody, I'm going to go live in a minute. Somebody come watch me and feed my ego and make me feel like people give a shit. And after I did that, I was like, oh, wait, fuck, do I have any canvases? I'm like, I don't know. Fuck, I better go check. And my usual little ones like this one, no, I didn't. So I was like, oh, shit, I need to find a fucking canvas. And, oh, fucking Christ. This is sloppy as fuck. So anyway, I went upstairs and ended up finding a canvas covered in dust that I had already painted black. I'm like, all right, we can do that. Sure, why not? Dusty cover or dusty cut canvas. I mean, shit, you're still gonna work, right? Maybe just be all dusty. I did dust it off with a towel because that's what towels are for. And in case you did not know that, people think towels are for drying off. Originally, towels were invented to dust with. And that's where the term dust towel comes from, in case you were not aware of that, by the way. And it was like in the early 1600s, like somewhere around 1605. And that was some of the earliest dusting technology. It was just a simple towel, like a bus towel, and they take it off, and they just kind of smack it to dust things. And that's where the term dust towel came from. The more you know. The more bullshit I just made up, by the way. But it sounded good, didn't it? And somebody's like looking up fact checks on fucking Google. Where's the term dust towel come from? Google's like, in 1650. I'll be like, God damn, I was right. What? No, I just made that shit up, but it looked good. Or it sounded good. Oh shit, I forgot to sign it. But yeah, I'm digging that. That is I do digs that. That looks all right. I'm happy with this. The overall skim of things, I'm very, very happy with the way this one came out. I like it a lot, as a matter of fact. Metaphorically, I know what it says to me. Although I didn't yesterday. I was very conflicted with what it could have meant because I didn't have intentions behind it. But the title of it now is It Takes Two. And it's up for interpretation like all art should be. And so, what? Yes, I am. No. Well, I think the internet's having problems. Okay. No. Your mom's up there. Have her look at it. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Like, I'm the only human being else in this house, right? We have like a commune, like 75 people live here. It's ridiculous. And by that, I mean not 75 people live here, but so. Oh, now I get why they do this twirl up thing. So they can drink out of cups and it doesn't do that. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, like the villains and stuff are always like, and it highlights your fat cheeks. I'm an idiot. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I really, really like this. It says a lot to me now that I figured out what it says in my head. But I want the paper towel. Get out of the way. You ding dong. But metaphorically, I do digs it. Like for what it came out as. And but yeah, I'm not even gonna worry about doing the highlights and stuff. I wanted to, but then I'm like, I just don't feel it. So fuck it. Not literally have sex with paintings. I don't really think you could even do that necessarily. It'd probably be very awkwardly complex to do, but we're not going to swiggity swap these. Oh, got another gigantic one. Look at this monstrosity, right? How the fuck am I even going to do this? Set this guy down here. Scoot this guy way down. Oh, that ain't going to help. Oh, yeah, well, it's covered in dust still. Fantasticals. So I can actually move you up and over a little bit, I guess. Move that this way. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. And I could do a side piece. I could do a side piece. Yeah. No clue what I want to paint though tonight. Of course I didn't yesterday either. I just kind of was like, okay, cool, whatever. But I don't normally do side wides or wide ones. I usually do up and downs. This is a monster. It's a big one. This is one of my, I guess, what, 2 feet by 3 feet ones, not my 4 feet by whatever ones. But where's my big paintbrush?
That's a big canvas.
It is a big canvas. I was literally just saying it's a huge canvas. So
What are you gonna draw on?
I don't know yet. TV messing up. TV still messing up.
Nothing will work except Netflix. We can't watch YouTube ever again.
Why?
They won't let us go to that screen area. You know that little thing, that box with the triangle kind of thing to go to all the places thing, like Tubi, YouTube, and all those lines. It won't work.
Just shut off the whole TV and wait a few.
You did.
And it didn't do it? Still?
I did it like 10 times.
And it still is being a pain in the butt?
Yeah. Can you unplug the TV? Because Mom won't do it. She's like, just go on your phone.
Just go on your phone.
Mom, you'll never watch YouTube out there again.
I will go fix it later, bruh.
Why don't you fix it right now?
Because I'm busy, bruh.
I know, but I mean.
So that's why. No.
You can just start your life.
Yeah, and you can just wait a while.
You can just wait a while.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, wait, no, you can't wait a
Exactly.
while.
You can. Bye, bruh.
No.
Kyra, I will not fix it if you do not go away.
I know, but I don't want you.
Oh, well, it'd be boring.
I don't care.
See, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do or how I'm going to do it. So you know what? I'm not even going to think. I'm just going to do. That was supposed to be way cooler. Hold on, let's try it again. Luckily, nobody's really watching. It's still not cool enough. There we go. I'm not used to it with this paintbrush. This paintbrush has a weird flip to it.
Can I try?
No.
I mean, I can.
I mean, you can technically, yes. There we go. Just gotta get the flip down, like the. You gotta get the whatever, the spacing down, the timing. What? You know, nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody does.
Thanks, Kyra. Go away.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want
Oh man.
coronavirus.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling very good. I think I am gonna be right. I think I am running a fever or something.
You're gonna die.
Thanks. I'm gonna die. I appreciate that.
You said if you had corona and your hernia that you could die.
No, the hernia surgeries went fine, if you recall.
Yeah.
So no problems with that. But during the hernia
Is anybody
surgery,
even watching?
I got a couple of people watching.
Oh, okay. 2 people.
Yeah, better than no people.
Oh, I hate those strings that I like to paint. The strings that they won't tear apart, basically, and they'll just slop all that paint on your thing, and it won't go away.
Like that.
Yeah, I just saw it, and the white one and that tan one, the dark tan one.
Right. Yeah, I have 2 Flamenco Reds open. Anyway, I guess I don't know, use one of them. Doesn't really matter which one. I'm modifying that, Kyra, for the video shoot to finish up the.
After you're done, so can I have it?
I mean, I suppose you can. So.
Can I wear it right now?
I suppose you can. Just get out of here. If you leave me alone for a few, it'd be great.
Never.
No, I love my red backgrounds.
You have that.
I ain't even worried about it. I ain't, like I said, I ain't gonna think about it.
Look at dust.
That's because it seems super dusty. And flop it. Wow, that looks bright on there, don't it? Looks terribly bright on the YouTube. Looks terribly dark on that one.
But it's dark in
But it
real
is
life.
dark in real life, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's people on here are watching real life when they're
I
in real
know,
life.
but-
Whatever. It's hard to explain.
Well, no, they get it.
Yes. Are they grown-ups?
Are they grown-ups? Yeah, some of them. A lot of them. Most people who watch my stuff are grown-ups, sweetie. I don't have a lot of kids who give a crap about me. That'd be awkwardly weird.
Except me.
Well, yeah, but you're my kid. That's the difference. If you were like,
I mean, I technically don't have to, but I still.
yeah, you technically don't have to give a crap about me, but I appreciate it. I do
do.
appreciate that you give a crap about me. Thank you.
Even if you were my dad, I still would.
Well, that's sweet of you. You'd probably give less of a crap about me if I wasn't your dad, though.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Most people don't give a crap about people who aren't their
If you-
immediate family.
If you still treat me like your daughter, I would.
Well, that's nice of you.
She probably would.
Well, you know,
And,
maybe. Ah.
I don't think anybody's on your live anymore.
Well, what's weird is over here, people are watching sometimes, but it doesn't say that there's anybody live. It's a really weird thing over there.
Yeah, I think
Ugh.
sometimes they can say stuff and leave, so I think everybody left.
Well, I know they can say stuff and leave, but no. Sometimes it just doesn't show people are on over there. It's weird.
Can you guys text if you guys are on, please?
They need to sate your need for.
Please, because I kind
You just want to know people are watching.
of.
Oh, believe me, sweetie, not many people give a crap about me. It's true.
For a minute, I thought that was a Pokemon Bowl.
It makes me sad. Not too many people give a crap about me. It makes me all,
It's a lie. I give it.
No, I mean other people. You guys give a crap about me. That's good.
Oh, and that's bad.
Well, that's bad. No, that's fine. I like textures like that.
What do you mean?
Out. Over.
Don't poke my belly.
I like textures in my paintings.
Oh, square.
Oh my goodness. So I don't mind when textures are. And see, that looks like they disappeared. But the question is, did they disappear?
Hey, did you guys disappear? Answer me. Say yes if you disappeared.
It's not exactly how that.
I know. Don't you get it?
I know. I do get it, sweetie. Yes. That was
Because
part of my point.
if they're gone, they can't say yes. Yeah, one person's watching you. See?
Well, yeah, I know. I have somebody who watches me on YouTube constantly.
Who
Like
is it?
I don't know. There's always a silent watcher. It's kind of creepy, but no, they always watch me. And then I usually have a couple of 3 people who pop in.
Maybe he's stalking you.
Maybe they are, but I have a couple of 3 people who come in and chat and stuff.
Why isn't he talking?
They don't always, because people don't always talk. Sometimes they just join in and chat. And sometimes they don't. This is an actual canvas, not a canvas board. I prefer boards for a multitude of reasons. Like I usually paint on them. It's only because they're easier to put in frames and crap. But I don't mind canvases at all.
Why are you painting if only one person's on? Why not 10 million people on?
Because I don't even have 10 million people that know who I am, I don't think, man. You know what's funny?
At least you
we
have like
do.
20.
No, there's been like a whole bajillion people who know who I am, but it's so hard nowadays. Like,
I'm gonna make mom go on your live.
nah, mom don't care. I don't think your mother's watched anything I've ever done. Your mom doesn't give a crap
She
about.
scrolled past your live.
I
It
know.
was on Facebook.
She scrolled past it, exactly. Your mom don't give a crap about what I do. She's like, yeah, whatever.
I'm gonna tell her to come.
Nah.
That's a good
Nah. She'd be like, I'm busy. I don't give a crap what he's doing.
that.
You're not fat.
Yeah, look at me, I'm fat.
You're not fat.
Look at me, I'm fat.
This just turned into the conversations I have with my daughter at 10 o'clock at night. 10:28 at night.
I mean, there's no school tomorrow, so
I know.
it's okay if I stay up a little later.
I know. Here, go wash that out for me. Thanks. Do a good job, please. Thank you.
No problem. No pain. Why?
At least I have helpers. Been a pretty boring 30 minutes. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, I get a thumbs up. Thanks for it being boring.
Hey, somebody texted you?
No, somebody gave me a thumbs up, and I said for being boring, and yeah, that's probably right. Actually, there's a delay. Did you dry it? Nah, never mind. Here, just.
Whatever.
Oh, it's super wet. No, don't. It's super wet. Ugh. Here, hand me the paper towels.
Yeah, I'm not
Thanks.
paper towel. Thanks me. I know, right?
Hand me when you're done, please.
Okay.
Yeah, wipe the water off your face.
Oh my god, in my eye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, red by this is actual facts is one of the hardest colors to get out of anything. It stains the easiest, which is weird. It just has to do with the pigments used, but. Damn.
If I record you on my TikTok doing your thing and it blows up, that basically means you're blowing up.
Yeah, that'd be great, but nah, nobody's gonna give a crap about me on TikTok either. Wah, wah. And hey,
Yes.
even if I did blow up on TikTok, how are they gonna know who I am?
I'll just show them your live. They'll go on your live.
My daughter's
You're
adorable.
live. There, I'll record you.
Sweetie, it's okay. You don't have to record me.
I'm recording you.
Why?
Because I'm
Why?
recording you.
So I'm gonna be on TikTok now, being a weirdo.
Yes, you're gonna be.
You know, if I ever went on TikTok, sweetie, I would not want to have my real face shown, or my human face. You know, that's for certain.
Yeah, I'll block you from your face out.
You can't do that. I mean, besides, I don't have anything cool on the painting, so just wait till I actually have something cool
My
done.
phone's at freaking 11.
Then you better go up there and put it on the charger. Uh-huh. Oh, for the love of God, leave me alone. It's Kyra. It's gonna be like a long time before I have anything interesting on here. Usually, I get on, sweetie. 90% of what I do is just talk about random subjects of the day and the era. So I wait. People get on here. We usually have 4 or 5, 8 people.
Can be quiet, paint.
Kyra, listen to me.
Datter.
No, we usually have a group of people that show up.
Looks like you only have one person.
Yeah, I know. We don't have a lot of people right now. Usually they show up here in a few.
I'm record and then probably my phone's gonna die. I'm gonna say when my dad's live. Haha.
Anyway, they don't know where my live's at. Well, youtube.com/God in the Machine. You can tell them that, I guess. They can join the one people. And then we'll see what happens there, I guess. Thanks, sweetie.
No problem.
Would you stop moving, you fucking dildo? Don't worry, she left. So, The only thing about having a big canvas that I don't like is that they, they do wiggle and jiggle a lot, and that kind of sucks. But they do give you the ability to paint a little bit bigger, a little bit more, a little bit, I don't know, outside of your comfort zone. Because a lot of the times you get comfortable doing these little things, like for some weird reason, like those little details, those little comfort areas can help you get in the spot. I don't know, like you just kind of stay there, comfortable doing those little guys. So sometimes it's good to get into the big ones again. The last big one I did was the first painting I actually did doing this months ago, which was the zombie forest, everybody calls it. I don't know. It's just the big weird zombie head with the forest made out of magic markers, which I know sounds stupid, but if you look at it, it was about the technique I was using that I invented for you doing magic markers.
People will probably join you in every day in your life.
In a weird paint method. But yes.
Hey, my phone just died even though it was at 5%.
Yes.
Yes, now, how did it die?
Because it's still garbage. It's still low, and it does that sometimes.
And I hate when it does it. You have 0 likes.
I did say yes.
Didn't they just like your video?
No, somebody over here gave me a thumbs up.
Oh.
But yes, sweetie, I have 0 likes.
But I likes you.
I know I likes you too, but you know what, sweetie? Life isn't about likes on a computer, isn't about likes on a scene or a TV or a screen or anything like that. Life is about enjoying the moment. Please don't do that. I need those. Those are actually for that face I'm making. Please. Kyra, please leave. I do not want you as a distraction, please. This is my time. This is supposed to be my distress time, my me time. Thank you. I love her. I love her to death, but this is supposed to be my time to unwind and de-stress and, get connected to my brain pan, not talk to her. I'm Eric and Christian Art Show, huh? And nice to have you joining us, man. So we, which, you and I are supposed to do an art thing together. And dude, it's really hard, not really hard to get together. It's just timing. It's really where it is coming down, what it comes down to, dude. And you have some weird ass timing, I think. Because you're like, I'm free. And I'm like, I'm not. But one day, whenever we get the chance to do something around the same time, then we should definitely do something around the same time. I don't know what I'm feeling. I'm just feeling kind of I know what I'm thinking. I'm kind of thinking a feeling a think, and just going with it as I go here. And I'm doing the biggest no-no in the world. I'm not letting anything dry before I continue on. But I kind of want that because I kind of want this to be a big fucking blur. Getting people involved is tough. It is. Just again, timing. I'm just glad that people can hear me tonight over here on my Facebook. Cause shit, dude. Like yesterday, everybody was like, people jump in. I had a lot of people jump in, and then they kept leaving. And then a buddy of mine popped in, and she was like, "I can't hear you." I was like, "What?" That's why everybody kept leaving. Everybody just kept jumping right back out, like, But I guess that makes it a scene, so now makes it a scene, so. And the reason why you always wait for the paint to dry, for anybody who rewatches this or gives a shit, and I'm sure you know this, is it'll start pulling the paint off things if you don't. Oh, I almost put this in my tea. I would have drank it anyway. And so, you're not an artist. You're not a creative individual. You're not a real person who has ever painted in their fucking life. I swear to baby Jesus. If you have not at one point put an acrylic paintbrush in your damn tea, rinsed it out, did this, and then took a sip of that same tea or water or the cup of water, and you're like, bloop, bloop, bloop. And then a minute later, you're like, I just drank paint water. Okay. Every time. It's happened to every single person who paints at least once in their life. And if it hasn't, they're liars. Or they're not real painters. They don't do it enough. They just don't do it enough. Because it's a thing. It's a thing that happens a lot. I'm not sure if that's my wife.
What?
No, it was my wife. Nope. Said, I'm not sure if it was you or not. I heard bigger footsteps, I thought. Clomp, clomp, clomp. And sure enough, it was my wife. Not that my wife has like giant feet or anything, but they're fucking huge. And like size 37s. It's like if clowns' feet, if like clowns were like had clowns in their world, like clowns' feet. It's ridiculous. It's like, it's like, oh, it's like, when they say, oh, what, you got skis on your feet? Yeah, they're really like having skis. It's scary. It's kind of sad. It was a birth defect. And I'm just kidding. My wife's not here to defend herself, and that's what makes it funny. And she'll never watch any of this because she doesn't ever, watch anything I ever do. And that makes it even funnier. So I can make fun of her all I want, and she'll never know. Waiting for her to be like right behind the painting. But she's not. Kind of like last night, I'm just kind of trying to let this flow, kind of let it happen, kind of let it do its own thing. And I mean, obviously, we know it's coming here to some degree. To some degree, we know. But at the same time, I don't want it. I mean, it's obviously a face of some sort. But I don't want it to be just so fucking simple. I don't want it to be generic bullshit. Like, oh, I'm a big scary face. Look at me. Blah, 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 blah. I hate being pigeonholed, doing the horror art, doing scary, creepy, weird shit. I'm getting sick of pigeonholed, kind of shit. Because it seems to be all I ever fucking do, which it is. That's what I like. And you do what you like and you like what you do kind of shit. And that's just life. That's how normal shit works. I mean, you're not going to be like, I'm going to go do something I don't like and then do that forever. I guess that's the working world, right? So, yeah, what do I know? But at the same time, you don't want to do that. So I'm going to try to keep refraining from becoming pigeonholed in that sense, where I don't want it to just be some generic, oh, it's a creepy face. Oh, I have my experiences. So are you feeling better? I have had my experiences as well, off and on. Oh, man, dude, a couple weeks back, last month or whatever, my blood pressure went, and it was pretty fucking bad. And then I got like a weird inner ear infection or something. Oh, God, that hurts so bad. Oh. And I don't think it's gone away yet because I still or maybe it did go away and it came back. I don't know, but I'm getting like a fever or something, I think, from this ear infection thing going on now. So it's like, or maybe it's a runoff from all that. I don't know, but my migraines were so bad for about 2 weeks. The blood pressure migraine combination was for about 2.5, 3 weeks total. But the migraine was there for almost 2 weeks. And the blood pressure thing, it was fucking dumb shit, dude. Dumb shit. So, yeah, doing much better now. Thanks. Way better. And, you know, I swear to God, if it's not like depression and all that shit, then it's like, if it's not like depression and anxiety, then it's like, oh, I'm going to die from fucking, I don't know, something stupid happening. And, you know, you just, I don't get it. But life is like a box of chocolates. It's actually dog poop. So, but you still fucking eat it. You're like, oh, hey, look at that. Dog poop. Nom, 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 nom. And you realize, yeah, fuck, it's dog poop. Or it's dog food, poop flavored chocolate. And then you're confused. You're fundamentally confused, but still at the same time, you're like, I mean, it's maybe it gets better on the second bite. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. It's the same dog poop. And obviously, we're going to have some teeth involved here. Not really realistic teeth. Just at this point, we're just having some teeth put in. You know, at the dentist office. Man, those are too straight. Look at that garbage. Fucking garbage. He's like, hey, how's it going? Fucking dumbass. Fucking piece of shit. Oh my God. We're not playing this fucking game, you fucking piece of garbage. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. I can deal with it from some aspects, but not those. It needs to be, these have got to be something different. Needed to be much more. Needed some fucking something. Needs something. Needs I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hang on, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it all out as we fucking go. You know? We'll figure it out. My dogs like to carry their dog poop around like cigars. Fucking gross. They were in the room, pause and stare at me. They'll figure out the way to remove it before they eat it. Gross, bro. You should just throw the whole dog away. That's something wrong with that. That's something wrong with your dog, bro. What kind of dogs you got? Chihuahuas, don't you? Chihuahuas are the dumbest motherfucking dog on the planet. You better tell me they're fucking Chihuahuas. You are. You're gonna say Chihuahuas. Or the ones that are like Chihuahuas are like little are they pugs? Is that it? They're like this size too, and they look like that kind of thing. So finally got the chance to sit down and enjoy a meal. Just saw you're alive. Still going on. I feel lucky. Oh, well, thanks. Yeah, no, I just started 45 fucking minutes ago. You're fine. Hey, what's going on, man? Yorkies. Oh, well, Yorkies. Are Yorkies a stupid fucking dog? I mean, your dogs, they're running around with poop cigars. Yeah, you just joined just in time for poop cigar stories over on Facebook. So aren't you glad you're eating right now, right? Poop cigars. So, I mean, I don't know if I'd consider them smart dogs or not from that story alone, bro. So yeah, I'm gonna say Yorkies. Yorkies? What the fuck are Yorkies? What's the ones that look like bread? A buddy of mine has those kind of dogs. Honestly, I ate through worse. Oh, okay. What are the ones that look like bread? They look like little loaves of bread that walk. God damn it. Yeah, those dogs. Anyway, a buddy of mine's got those dogs. So, my buddy 10 Pound that I play with. And Wes knows who I'm talking about. Wes, what's his dog? What kind of dog does 10 Pound have, bro? Bruh. Are they Yorkies? They're not Yorkies. I don't know. I call them loaf of bread dogs. I don't know. Anything under like 50 pounds, I don't even really consider a dog. They're like rats to me at that point. So, and like 50-pound dogs are small. So, but keep in mind, again, my dogs are the size of people. So when people are like, oh man, you guys have, must have pretty big dogs. I'm like, yeah, our dogs are, you may mean horseshoe crabs. Yeah, those kind of dogs, horseshoe crab dogs. A wiener dog? No, not a wiener dog. You spelled that Weimer dog or Werner dog? R and an N together. Weimer dog. But no, not horseshoe crabs either. Although those things are neat. Anyway, the fuck am I doing, people? Corgi. Hoover is a corgi. Corgi, Yorkie, corgi. Come the fuck on. It makes sense that they would sound similar, dude. A Yorkie and a corgi and a Geordie LaForge and a little Star Trek reference. So, all that kind of shit is possible, man. I think. Yeah, no, it's a corgi, dude. Corgis are the ones I was thinking about. That look like bread. They do look like the bread. So, we got a little pink up in that bitch. And, that was way too much pink up in that bitch. Maybe I'll put some around the gum lines. Gums are pink. I think. Mine are pinkish. What else? So, pink and gray look about the same to me, by the way. It's a weird problem with my color blindness. So oftentimes, like cooking meat, my wife has to make sure that it's done, which is funny, not funny, funny, scary more than anything. People come over and they're like, oh yeah, we're going to eat. I'm like, I'm cooking hamburgers, everybody. Woo! Sit down and get ready for some salmonella and E. coli. Hope you're hungry. And it's good times, good times. She's like, you got to brown the meat, husband. I'm like, it doesn't turn brown. What the fuck does that even mean? I think it's weird when the dog stops looking like a descendant of a wolf, if that makes sense. Yeah, okay. We've bred, human beings have bred domesticated dogs and bred them to a point where some dogs are like literally retarded. You have a wiener dog and a pit bull mix. She's not as weird as she sounds. You, sir, are full of dog shit. Maybe you should have a dog poop cigar, because a wiener dog pit, a wiener pit, like your mom. I remember that joke. And, but yeah, no, seriously. Yeah, wiener pits are fucking weird looking. But no, we've bred some dogs like the American bulldog and shit like that. A buddy of mine had an American bulldog where it was so big in the front, so small in the back, it was like physically retarded and fucked up. And its face, it couldn't close its mouth right because its shit was not aligned. And it was like, and he had to like lay it a certain way at night or it would literally die from breathing. It couldn't breathe. It was the elephant man of fucking dogs because of the breeding that they do to make them so big in the front. And I'm like, dude, that's fucking stupid. Come to find out years later, I know. And come to find out years and years and years and years and years later, though, that, they've done it with German Shepherds now. And German Shepherds are really terrible. Like their back ends are getting all fucking, jacked up and messed up. And, all kinds of things in that sense. So, what is it? There's a couple other breeds that are like that too. The ones that don't have a nose. And there's cats like that too, that don't have a nose. Like they do have a nose, but it's like a flat face. And they'll drown trying to drink. Like for real. They will, like the buddy of mine has one of those cats that just does not have it's just a flat face. And the thing will fucking drown if it gets too close to the fucking water, trying to like, and it fucking, I'm like, dude, your cat all right? He's like, oh, yeah, he's just trying not to drown. When you have a fucking animal that is so bred down to the point where its very survival is at risk, you might want to stop breeding those like that. Call me crazy. And like, that's why I don't think Chihuahuas and stuff are actual dogs. Because dude, they would not survive in the wild. They just sit there and like shake. 85 degrees outside and they're about to freeze to death. Like, that's weird. And I have a Timberwolf hybrid. He's so skittish though. He's so nervous and skittish. He's a lovable asshole, but he's very, very skittish and loves to piss on everything. But he's a good dog. But you know, we have domesticated them, which is fine to domesticate for friendship and partnership, companionship, hunter, gathering, meat, things like that, which is what we initially did to them. But then we took it way too far with some of the competitive aspects of it, where now we have bred them down where we competitively show off these defects as a prideful point. Like, well, look how good my, German Shepherd points. Dude, that's because it's literally, its spine's fucked up and it just is naturally look like that. It doesn't, it's not pointing, dude. It's like, we have bred dogs to a point where they're fucked up. Like, and they couldn't survive on their own, genetically. We've really screwed up a lot. Human beings have screwed up a lot of stuff, guys. Let's just be honest. We really, really have. And we continue to, which we all know that. That's just the human nature of the beast, right? Nature of the beast. And hey, what's up? You still watching? All right, good. You're still watching. And he's crying a little tear of color. I don't know. We're just gonna kind of blend that all up in and let that do its thing. And actually, the cheek wouldn't really do that, but that's fine. Whatever. We're just gonna kind of blur it all together. Kind of do its thing. Let it do its thing. Good job, you. You doing all right? You doing all right? You look good? You feel good? Okay. All right then. I think we're doing all right. Agreed. You're the best. The best Bailey Sarian alternative ever. Did you go to art school? I have no idea who Bailey Sarian is. And did I go to art school? No. Well, technically, I went to art class in high school. But I never went to like an art school of any sort, no. And in case you didn't see, well, I don't know. The one I did yesterday was that guy. We did that one yesterday. And I really felt happy about that one. So I started this one today. And I don't know, I've done a lot. I do all sorts of them. I don't know. I do this pretty regularly. I think you've never really joined me. I don't recall you joining me before. Maybe you have. But anyway, welcome to the shit show. Tonight we're apparently talking about breeding dogs until they're a shit show. But no, I didn't go to art college or art school. I actually did attempt to go to college. I wanted to go for a kind of a marketing thing. I'm so jealous of my talent. No, incorrect. Shut that mouth up right now. You listen to me. I don't have talent. Okay? I have a paintbrush, I have a canvas, and I have a creative idea that I allow to flow itself onto the fucking canvas. No talent. No talent. Okay? Yes, I know. There's more people. Thank you. Thank you for your help, sweetie. You did it. It's all you. You got me one more person. It's all because of you. Thank you. You and your TikTok. Whatever. You're like TikTok famous, bruh. Yeah? She really is TikTok famous. And hey, Ryan. But no. Talent. Please, by all means. Here's the deal. And I preach this religiously when I do my art stuff, by the way. Like skill, talent, technique, methods. more so in the sense of method, technique, and things like that. This is terrible technique. You see so much talent. Well, thank you. I will let you inflate my ego. I will take the compliments. The thing about it is this: art, okay, and painting, two separate things. Art is the creative flow. What? I'm teaching people things. You go away.
No, this
Oh,
is
it's
a really
huge.
big canvas.
I know this is. I found it upstairs, covered in dust, and I was like, "Oh, hey," because I didn't have one down here. So
Yeah, it's like a whole like wall.
yes,
can't
it's one of
see
the
you.
big ones that I had already painted in black. So, the topic is: this audience isn't ready for it. Is air real, bro? Hey, you know what? You can't see it. So anyway, after that awkward Fortnite dance,
No,
I know you're just being.
it's like it's like a thing. It's like that.
Okay. Anyway, so here's the point. Hold on a second. Now, art. And I just preached about this actually to somebody because they asked if their art was good. And I was like, dude, art is subjective. And they say that a lot because, you know, beauty isn't about eye of the beholder. Everybody sees things differently, etc. True fact. So when one person looks at a piece of art that was created, they look at that and they take from that piece what they need emotionally, mentally, spiritually to feel something. As long as you as an artist can create an emotional response in somebody else, you have done your job. You have done your job creatively. It doesn't matter if that emotion is fear-based or happiness or anger, whatever you can do, if you can create something to spark in that person, you have connected with them. You have become a moment in their life. And emotionally, you have brought something forth in them. Phenomenal moment, great moment, okay? That is what you want to do and accomplish as an artist. Any artist should do that. If you're not doing that, you're probably doing it strictly for profit and gain, and in which case, I kind of hate you, you know? Now, if you make money off of it, great, good job. Top priority, in my opinion, as an artist, should always be to creatively release what is inside of you onto a canvas, into a sculpture, onto whatever, you know, like a piece of music, poetry, whatever creative outlet you have and use. But then on the side of that, if it does make money, fine, cool, whatever, because I do a lot of stuff and I do sell prints of my paintings and my originals and things like that, because I've gotten out what I needed. And then hopefully somebody else connects with it enough. They go, excuse me, they go, wow, that's powerful. At least I hope. Sometimes they just go, wow, that's garbage. And I go, I know. But that is what art should be. Art should always be a creative moment, a creative flow, something that comes out of you, hitting that canvas, hitting that piece of paper with lyrics, whatever. That is what art should be. So I always tell people when they go, wow, you're so much better than me or something like that. I know you didn't say that. But when people say, oh, you're so much better than me, I say, no, I'm so much different than you. I'm not better than anybody. I'm different than them. I have a different style maybe than they do. Or I look at it differently than they do. Because you, as long as you get out that emotional need of creativity, then you are an artist. Period. That is the key thing. As long as you are able to vent, oh, come on, you fell in the water. My napkin fell in the water. As long as you can vent your emotions and you can therapeutically come to an understanding in yourself and get it out there, you're helping yourself. You're doing what you need to do. And that is the most important thing of art, period. But then, you know, there's a lot of people who go, oh, can I learn, or can you learn art? Can you teach me art? I say, no, I cannot teach you art. I can teach you methods and techniques, sure, but I don't even use them. I don't even use techniques properly. I go against the grain. I try not to think, because when my logic brain, and if you ever look at any of these some of my older posts about this, which most of these go on for 2 hours, but you know, I get fucking mad. There's one of them that everybody loves to bring up where I punch something across the room and shit. You know, I punch one of the paintings across the room just because I'm mad at it. I'm just mad at myself. I'm mad at it. I failed. And I really was upset with it. That's the thing, though. You have to be able to accept that and get it out and go from there. And that's all part of the process, you know? So thank you very much. I'm by no means saying, oh, you know, you're wrong. I appreciate the compliment. I really do, because I have a lot of low self-esteem issues. So when somebody says, oh, you're really talented, I like to, you know, comically, oh, no, I'm not, and things like that. But I do appreciate it. It does make me feel pretty good. Because a lot of the times I do kind of sit there and think that nobody gives a shit about me, and, you know, stuff like that, being honest, you know. But in that, I generally try to always be very supportive to other artists and things. Do you still play PS4? Because Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood came out recently. Yeah, I still play PS4. Just not something else, way off subject here, but over here. I don't play it as much anymore. I recently, I mean, we're talking 4 or 5 months ago, I kind of pulled away from it. I got really, really depressed. And my anxiety really got to me because all my friends, including Wes there, aka Killer, or aka Crazy Clown, almost called you Killer Clown from Outer Space, and but yes, dude, preach it. You have made me hooked. I'm watching your vids religiously from now on. Oh, thanks. We talk about all kinds of subjects. We bounce. People bring up something here. People bring up something over on my YouTube. Everybody just says something, and we just kind of talk and talk. We talk about political shit, religious shit, spiritualized shit, whatever. But there's no judgmental stuff. It's just free speech. Everybody has opinions. Everybody respects opinions. That's kind of the key thing. But as far as that goes, yeah, I do still play, but I got really depressed. My depression ate me up really bad. And I became anxious and scared, which is something that's really personal at this point. I really need to talk to all of them about it. I became scared that they were mad at me. And so I didn't jump back on and start playing heavily, you know? I kind of avoided everybody, and I have avoided everybody so long that now I'm like really scared that they're mad at me. You know, so it's kind of like, it's a catch-22. The longer I avoid being on the PS4, which I still jump on there. I've played with a few of the guys from my usual clique here and there. But all in all, my paranoia of everybody being mad at me has kind of kept me away. So, but it kind of sucks. But if you hit me up sometime, whatever, just, you know, proud again. Oh, as for art goes, man, you have always inspired me to want to try something new with my art, or just do something again. I really made a turn around on my Instagram and started to make art I'm actually proud of again. Good job. I'm glad. Thank you. Again, I'm glad that you know, I'm glad that I'm doing something to help somebody. You know, I need to put my Instagram links on this videos and these videos. It's weird doing this number, you know. But good. And dude, man, that's it. Just again, it's all about just getting out the bullshit. Just get it out. And you know what? I'm not even proud of the shit I do. A lot of the time I'm not. Like that one yesterday. And, you know, I even asked my wife, like, what do you think about this? How do you feel about it? And she gave me her opinion, and she was totally wrong. No, I'm just kidding. I was like, oh, okay, that's one way to look at it, you know, because that's her view of it. And again, that's what art is people take from it what they feel and what they see and what they need emotionally and mentally and spiritually from things, from art. And, but to me, it meant something else. But that's the point of art, is it's something different for everybody. And so I was really happy with that, with her answer and with my answers and shit. And you know, it being different for different people. So here, watch this. So what is your thoughts on it? What do you see? What is your interpretation of it? Honestly, what's your interpretation?
Honestly, I have no idea. It just kind of looks like a weird spider thing.
You don't want to emotionally soul search yourself and maybe put something metaphorical to it and get out of it anything. You're just going to be, there's a spider thing. Does it mean anything deeper? Can you feel anything from it? You soulless child.
I'm guessing those are children.
What does it mean to you? Not I'm guessing. You don't. I'm not asking you what you think I painted it of.
Oh, okay.
What do you feel from it? What do you think of it? Get out of here.
That's how I feel about it.
All right, never ask children anything. The topic is have fun with what you enjoy and what makes you happy. I may not agree, but I won't attempt to put your beliefs down. I barely speak politics, religion. It's my head, my egg. Not sure. And I don't know what the rest of it says. Happy family. Well, you know, they're a family. No, I'm kidding. But no, man. We're everybody's here. Like, let me see. Okay. Everybody's completely invited to bring up their points. I'm friends with everybody. I have like super Christian friends. I have Satanist friends. I have people who just don't give a shit. All kinds of stuff, man. So I'm very respectful and on any side of the fence, and bring it. Did Disturb steal its mascot from you? It did. It actually did. They did. I mean, future reference. And now that you're here, we can start talking about buttholes again, can't we? Is that what's going to be happening? Because I got a feeling it is. Now that you're back, now that you're up in this business. So do you do any art is the question there. Now the question is Kaylee. I'm not entirely sure how to say your name, but I'm going to say it however I feel like it now, because I can't actually get your name, or your words. But do you do art is the question. Do you do art? Do you create? Do you allow expression of self to become something in the world around? To me, I'm thinking maybe a lost nun who's split between the morality of being a sinner trapped in the eater of their own soul. Oh, nice. See, thank you. Yeah, you can never ask teenage punk kids to really get involved in anything. Like, what do you think about this? And they're like, I think my Twitter just went off. Better go check that. God dang it, kids. Anyway, I gotta get back to painting. I'm sitting here talking all philosophical. I mean, Kaylee. Wow, okay, you actually spelled that out. So thanks. And I do. I'm a new mom, so it's difficult to get the time. Well, that is accurate. I was a new mom once, and I've been a new mom a couple of times. And Carlos is back again, man. Always a pleasure to have you around. I do miss you, buddy. I do miss you, man. And we should have hung out before you left, dude. But being a new mom is rough. That is for certain. I don't miss being peed on in the face. Have you gotten peed in the face yet? My son, when he was born, first day home, 3 o'clock in the morning, I go to change his diaper. And I thought that shit was in the movies. And I pull the diaper down before I get the other diaper ready. And Captain Little Wiener just says, whoosh, right in my face, for real. And I just busted out laughing. No, I didn't laugh and him pee in my mouth or nothing weird. It was just like, he just squirted right in my face. And it blew my mind. I just started laughing here, covered in pee, cracking up. Yeah, how many times, right? And it was the funniest damn thing I'd ever. Oh my God. Did you'd have to find me. You'll have to find me if you haven't already. And send a link. But if you send an invite, or send a friend request on PS4, which is God in a Machine. My name's literally God in a Machine on everything. It makes my life easier. But if we're not already friends, which we are we? I don't know. Dude, I'm the worst ever at remembering anything, and I haven't been on in forever, so it kind of doesn't work. But here's the beautiful thing that Kaylee, being a new mom, right? You've got a lot of postpartum going on, a lot of chemicals happening in your brain, and a lot of shit going on emotionally inside of you about children. Are you a first-time mom? First-time mother? Or is this, you said new mom, but that could mean like, you've been a mom before, but like you're new again. No, I guess that'd be first-time mom, right? New mom, So I've been a new mom a couple of times in the sense of I have had a couple of kids. Yes, sir. First time. Okay. So yeah, you have a lot of weird shit going on inside you, chemically, and that chemical bullshit affects your noggin a lot. And so we're definitely, you probably could benefit from doing more art at this time, just emotionally, really get it out there, really, and I don't want to get too personal. I do this a lot though, because I'm an asshole and I don't give a shit. Are you still with the father? Personal question. I'd say you don't have to answer, but you do. And because my next question depends on the answer. We all wait in suspense. And yes, I am. All right, good. Yes. Oh, okay. There we go. Sweet, looks good so far. Oh, thanks, man. And it's terrible so far, but I appreciate it. I've been busy talking about, we've been talking about art and then dog breeding and now human breeding. So, tell Chris I said what's up. Off because that you need to go to the hospital to get that put back on. Staples don't hold it. And but I don't even know what I'm doing here. This is supposed to have been way something just I was supposed to just let things flow and let things happen, and now I'm just talking, being kind of an idiot. And I don't know what I'm doing. I wanted to really start doing something a little more with this, and now I don't know what I'm doing. And you can hear my wife and my kids up there yelling about, they're playing Fortnite right now and they're just like screaming their heads off and shit. It's terrible. They never rah, 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 rah. And I was like, just Jesus Christ, calm down, you guys. But painting, the beautiful thing about it is you don't have to do it all at once, but to emotionally invest your venting, your aggressions, your upsetness, things of that nature. Again, postpartum aspects, having a baby and shit recently. You probably are suffering from some depressions, some chemical imbalances as your body adapts to try and get back to normal, while it's also battling having a fucking demon suckling your teats, shit like that. And goddamn parasites, and they never stop. They're suckling your teeth. They suckle your wallet. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Oh, you like to paint while I paint. We're painting together. It's a moment. But with that in mind, I mean, sometimes you can just sit there and be like, have a baby. Just suction cup that baby on. Boom. And paint. Pow. See how that works? Or you can put some paint on the baby's butt and say, mm-hmm. And you could become famous for that. And that's no joke. Because there's a dude, there's a guy, shit you not, he's famous for climbing up on a 12-foot, 15-foot ladder, something like that, injecting paint into his butthole, and then pooping paint onto a canvas. So you never know. People get famous for all kinds of wacky shit these days. You never know. But anyway, my point is being serious. If you're having postpartum feelings or anything like that, anything that you can do to help relieve your stress, things like that. You know, paint, relax, put on some nice music, some relaxing vibes, man. Kick back. You know, even if the baby's just sitting there having a good old time watching some Blues Clues or whatever the fuck the kids are watching these days that are like, you know, babies. And just paint to your heart's desire and let it flow, let it happen. Don't try to paint something, you know, elegant if you're not feeling it. Don't try to paint something pretty just because, oh, well, you're a girl and they expect it. Fuck that. Paint what you feel. Paint what you need to paint. You know? What about the dude who uses his danger to paint with? I don't know what that means. Oh, I got 3 there and I got 5 over here, all because of you, sweetie. Give me a fist pound. Thanks. Thanks for showing people on your TikTok.
No problem.
I appreciate that. I know, thanks. Thanks for helping me with your fame.
No problem.
How many people you got on TikTok now?
2068.
2068 or 2608?
2200. Well,
what's the number?
2268.
Oh, 2268. So 2268
Yeah.
followers on TikTok.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thanks. Thanks a lot, sweetie, for helping Dad out. But yeah, okay. To each their own. I do need that art release back soon, though. And you then get it, man. You know, do it if you need it. If you need it, do it. Because if you don't get it, I don't know. Here's sometime in the future, if you don't get that release, it'll build up, and that pressure will build up in here. Because you need the release from in here, from your soul, from your creative outlet. But that pressure builds up from here and it keeps going until it's up here. And that affects your brain. That affects how you function in daily life with everybody around you. It affects your attitude. It affects your anger. It affects your ability to think straight. It affects everybody. So you have to get that out. You have to understand that. Art, using that as an outlet, do it. Take that baby, suction cup it to the titty, paint. Put that baby in one of those little weird bouncy things, paint. But make sure it's quality time with the painting. You know, you got quality time with the baby. You got quality time with your man. Have quality time with yourself. You know, get the quality time you need to take care of yourself emotionally, or else it'll affect you mentally. And that'll affect everybody around you. Got to remember that, you know. Can you get online tomorrow? I don't know how to do the split screen crud. I think it would be fun. I have 0 friends in Tennessee. Too many twangy twang, and maybe I'm dumb. I'm just dumb and done. Again, I can't see past like that much. Anyway, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. As long as I'm not really sick. Again, I think I'm running a fever. Anyway, so I don't know what the fuck I'm going to be doing. I may just be like laying in bed praying to God I die. Oh my fucking God, you're right. Thank you. I'm going to lock myself in the garage and create because I have been losing it. You're welcome. You know, for me, being a weird, dumb son of a bitch, sometimes I kind of know what I'm talking about. Surprise! Just don't tell my wife that because she thinks I'm an idiot. And, but anyway. Back into the painting. Got to paint a little bit of something. Can't just sit here and talk all positive all night, right? I can't just be all like Mr. Helpful Guru, man, and try to make you feel good about yourself. I'm supposed to be painting here. But you see, I don't right now. I'm feeling very relaxed. I've been feeling very good. So I have not needed this outlet myself. So my creativity is kind of just a free flow to do whatever it wants, which is kind of weird. For me, I'm not sure how I feel about it at all. Oh my God. Oh, I'm sure it's fine. It doesn't actually move in the container at all. Yeah, that's normally what paint does, right? Boom, 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 boom. I'm sure that's normal. Come on, paint. Talk about dog doo-doo fucking... Oh, you're fine. Just It's okay. That means it's new paint. It means it's good. See? that means the paint is good. I don't need to get a new brown. Should have got a new brown the other day when I got my new black. Dang. Did I got a new brown? No, I don't think so. Oh, look at that. Oh, I did get a new brown. Oh, see? Nice and fresh. But it still does the boom, 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 boom. Okay, there it goes. Well, might as well use the old shitty brown. No sense in wasting a new one. Oh, ooh, that is like pudding. It's like butt pudding. Oh, let's just add a little water to that. Slosh it around a little bit. It'll be fine. It's fine. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Anyway, now. So we really need to, I need to really detail out a lot of this more than I have. Better by far. Because I'm doing a terrible job of this. That is not going to do at all what I want. I thought the shit cigar was a good topic. Oh yeah, well, you know, dogs eating poop. Luckily, my dogs just, they got 3 of them. Chainsaw Face, the guard dog, and she will literally kill people, which that's why she doesn't go, you know, she's not socially allowed out of the gate ever. Then we have Spartacus, who's the wolf dog, and he's scared of absolutely everything. So even if he was allowed out of the gate, it wouldn't really matter. He's not really, you know, anything to worry about ever. He looks scary because he's huge. You know, he's a big boy, big old boy, but he's nothing. He's a big wiener, baby, is what he is. And then we have Noodles, which is my daughter's dog, and she's kind of a ding dong. Not my daughter, the dog. And she's a cute enough little puppy, still about a year old, but but you know, she gets into everything. She's still an idiot. The other 2 don't really get into anything. Luckily, though, they don't. The only poop I have to deal with, which again, I don't know why every one of my videos come up with poop involved. I swear to God, all of you people are freaking weirdos. But the only poop I have to deal with is, get this, Chainsaw. When it rains outside, she doesn't like to get it muddy in the house, because when she was younger and I was training her on her basic dog etiquette, whenever she'd go outside and get mud all over their feet, she'd come in and I'd be like, no, you know, you don't get mud all over the house. And she would get like worried, I think, that she'd get in trouble. So now when it rains, she refuses to go outside because she doesn't. That's not any better. Fuck. So it's pretty. It cracks me up every time. That's all. All right. Eyeball's starting to come together now. Got to get a little bit more on the eyelid aspect, and I'll actually detail it out here in a few. Yeah, see, it's starting to kind of come together a little bit. But you got to make sure and get it all good. Darken it up a little bit. I'm going to have to add some lines here in a minute to make it look old. Now, normally, I like to, oh, I almost put that in my tea again. It's going to happen. I'm going to be drinking freaking paint water in no time. Don't people drink bong water or whatever? Like, I don't do drugs. I don't smoke weed or any of that bullshit. Which also surprises people a lot. But I ain't going to fucking knock you if you do. I'm just saying, it's never been my thing. It surprises people. Oh, you're a rock star. Oh, my God. Huh? But the drinking bong water thing, I don't think you're supposed to do that. My brother used to say to the dog, are you inviting other dogs to poop in the yard when I'm not looking? Dude, my yard's full of dog shit. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Because, you know, they're big dogs. And fuck, they shit. They shit a lot. And I'm like, God, man. And I mean, our yard's not like small or anything really. We've got a pretty decent sized yard, I guess. It probably needs to be bigger since we have the 3 of them now. But they also have the house, the whole house. You know, there's a dog door, one of the giant ones, you know, for big dogs, human beings can crawl in. But so they have free run. So that's kind of why we don't really worry about how big the backyard is right now. But I still have space I already started when we first bought the house. I put in the fence and then split the yard, divided the yard in half, the backyard, divided it in half because my wife wanted a garden put off on the side. So I was going to put a garden on the other half. But I put the posts in there because she wanted a fence around it. But I partitioned it already with the 6-foot fence so the dogs couldn't get over. So if I ever needed to, I could just finish that fence side off and, you know, they'd have more pooping space. For you who just joined in, we're talking about pooping in the yard. You know, just, you know, I got plenty of space back there. But if I ever need to, I can poop in the other yard. They're like, okay, well, I'm glad I tuned into this. I'm out of here. And pretty much the usual on par for what we talk about. Poop. I still don't get it. Oh my God. And Kaylee, you should tag me in some of your art or something. I'll have to go check out your shit sometime. And I don't mean shit as in like shit. I mean shit as in I call everything shit. But you know, I'll have to go check out your work sometime. There we go. And check it out and see what you do. But because I'm always, man, I'm in like a bunch of the art groups and shit. And I always try to encourage people in those groups because there's a lot of young, aspiring, budding artists. And there's a lot of assholes, man. You're just like, you know, these kids come in there. I wouldn't call them kids. Some of them are older dudes and, you know, chicks and people who are just looking for advice. And they'll come in and they'll be like, hey, you know, I painted this the other day. You know, I'm looking for advice on techniques or style, et cetera, et cetera. And people are like, oh my God, you're garbage. Oh my God, you look like, oh, it looks like shit. Oh my God, look at the hands. Look at this. The hands are hard. And I don't care who you are. Hands are hard. You always get one of them good and the other one's like, so you hide it with something. Always. But yeah. Anyway, but I try to be encouraging and lend a helping idea or two here and there if I can. But I'm also brutally honest. That's the one thing. People come to me for advice. I mean, I'll tell you the world's fucking bullshit kind of. I'm like, nope, you're garbage. This is why. But that's my opinion. And my opinion is like everybody else's opinion. It's garbage. You know, who the fuck am I to tell somebody that their work is trash when to 100 billion people my work's trash? You know? Hell, to myself, my work's trash a lot of the time. So, you know, the fuck, who am I? Nobody. Obviously, I'm a nobody. And again, I always, feet and shoes are always the tricky for me as well. Oh man, feet. Dude, feet and hands are the bane of every artist's existence, I think. You know, really, paper towels? Fuck you then, bro. You can live down there. You live there now. That's your home. Anyway, I think that, like, you know, I used to be really, really skinny, despite my chubby cheeks now. And when I was really, really skinny, my hands were always like, yeah. And you could see the bones really good. And everybody thought I was like diseased. And so again, I graduated high school like 98 pounds. So I was tiny, you know, 5'9", 98 pounds. I looked like a fucking third world country TV advertisement. You're expecting Susan Sarandon to come by and be like, for 90 cents a day, you can help this child. You know, you're waiting for that kind of thing. Flies are crawling on my eyeballs and shit. And that could be why they thought I was diseased. Go figure. But all in all, I forgot what I was saying. Fuck. hands, when I would draw them so distorted. And people were always like, oh, you're drawing your own hands, aren't you? And I was like, no, why do you think that? And I look at my own hands and I'm like, oh, because it kind of looks like that. Wow. Okay. Because yeah, I'd always drawn like really bony and skinny and decrepit. And I realized I had like 90-year-old creepy lady hands, you know, those creepy old ladies at the grocery store. They're like, oh, let me touch your cheeks. And you're like, oh, that is a lawsuit, lady. No, shame on, no. And yeah, so I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. So let's just keep going. See where we end up today. And but I'm digging it. I'm not too displeased with the overall of it. I'm gonna give him a blue eyeball. I like blue eyes. Why are you wet? Gross. I like blue eyes. I have blue eyes. I know you can't tell, but I actually have really, really blue eyes. Sounds a little old, but feet, dude, feet have always been a terrible. looks terrible. Thanks for tuning in. Joined us just in time. Anyway, shoes aren't that bad for me. Shoes are usually pretty easy. But feet, toes. What are toes? Right? Like, who needs toes? Like, really, who needs toes? People say, oh, it's to balance. I have seen motherfuckers who didn't have toes, and they walked just fine. I was like, how do you do that? You ain't got fucking toes. That's weird. And they're like, no, you don't need toes. That's a lie. I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, huh, okay. I don't have another dark blue, do I? You facts. Okay. So I got an idea. Here we go. Boop, boop. This is a nice bright blue. It's super bright. I don't know. It's a little too bright. I wanted something darker, something more realistic. So I'm probably going to have to improvise. Here's the rough part. Now, the whole picture so far has been decent. I haven't put a lot of real paint and stuff going on. It's obviously a face doing a thing, a screamy thing. Whatever. You know, on a personal note, again, I'm just letting things flow. Enjoying the moment, enjoying the time. Add orange to the eyeball? Or you mean to the blue? I don't think I have orange. I mean, I do somewhere. Oh, it's right there. Add orange to the blue? Wouldn't that make like green-ish? I always say I want to remove my baby toes because I broke both of them out of bad luck. And people have always told me it'll fuck up my balance. To make the blue darker. Okay. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this orange in just a bit. You don't know how I work at all. I'm all, you know what? All right, that's just a bit. Well, here's the thing about dude, I broke my pinky toes. I just broke my pinky toe on my left foot a 3 weeks back too. I do it all the time. Like for real bad. I just got used to it. I'll come down and those motherfuckers will snap backwards. And they're just like, snap! And I'm all, oh, well, I guess that happened again. And I just don't even give a shit anymore. All right, so I don't know how much is just a bit, but look. Here's my blue, and there's a little bit of orange. That'll make like a green. You're fucking with me. Now listen, I'm colorblind, like for real, and I only use a couple of different colors. That did not make it darker at all. That made it like the exact same color. Maybe like a light green. You cray-cray. But I don't mind it. Actually, I'm going to take some black. That was too much black. And I like the color that came out of it, though. It's kind of a pretty color. And I'm going to put some black right there. You'll see what I'm doing. Then I'm going to dark. Well, you're not going to see here what I'm doing. But you know what, man? Getting your toes removed. Like, you know, when I was younger, I wanted to get my jaw split in half like the Predator. And everybody was like, dude, that's fucked up. You can't do that. And I'm like, oh, I fucking can. I can do whatever I fucking want, bro. But I didn't because, you know, A, I was a teenager and nobody would do that for a teenager. Jesus, how much paint I got to put in here? I just wanted it a little bit darker, bro. You are not doing a good job, sir. This is terrible. All right, anyway. Opinions, when unasked, I delete people. You are doing great. I have no idea why you said that, but okay, thanks. I don't uninvite people or I don't delete people for having unasked opinions. I invite people to just say random bullshit to me because I say random bullshit to people. And it's to spark debate and conversation because you cannot progress in life without learning, right? You can't learn in life without questioning. Having your own opinion that differs from somebody else's opinion allows you both to debate, question each other, possibly question yourself, learn, grow, and go on. If it's respectful. If you're 5-year-old children, then it's just hilarious as fuck to watch as a third-person perspective. Because then everybody's just like, no, you fucking idiot. And you're like, wow, you guys need to calm the fuck down. But here's the problem. What do we do about the eye? Where does it go? The eye will literally dictate absolutely everything in this picture, in this painting. Where that eye is looking, that will dictate the feeling of this painting. If it's looking at you, then it is centering on you, the audience. If it is looking directly at you, it'll give you the feeling of, wow, that thing's fucking looking at me. Okay. And that'll give a whole different feeling and a whole different meaning to the painting, to anybody who sees it. Versus if the eye's rolling toward the back of the head. In that case, it could be considered metaphorically. It could be looking in a sense of, agony, even sensory difference of like pleasure. It could be an eye rolling back in the back of the head in the sense of some kind of sexual pleasure. Go with me on that. It's a possibility. This depends on how you'd feel, what you'd take from it. Now, this is all stuff logic thinks. Logic dictates. See, this is the stuff the brain tries to fucking play with. And it creates all the problems with my art. And this is where I always come into the fucking problems because I overthink every goddamn little thing. So I try to never allow it to dictate a fucking move I ever make. If anything, as I've preached many times, I love to marry my brain, my mind, and my soul creatively together to make an output thing, something great. Because if they can agree, I can create something good. Otherwise, fuck. I paint for myself. Everybody can decide on their own. I just don't belittle my feeling. I'm not here to sell. Anyway, I'll shut up on the topic. No, that's fine, dude. No, that's good. Don't shut up on the topic. You shut the fuck up on shutting the fuck up. That's the point. I just paint for myself. That's what I preach, man, is, get the feeling out. However, on the side note, if you do sell it, it took me forever. My wife insisted I sell things and start an Etsy. And I hated the idea. Long time ago. And I've told this story before, but I'm going to tell it again really quick as I scratch my bald head. A long time ago, I met a dude. When I lived in some apartments, I was taking the trash out for my mom. I was like 16, 17, maybe. No, because I was in a mental hospital then. No, I'm not kidding. But it was at the time when I was before I went to the hospital, I think. But I was in the apartments. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I go outside, and on the way to the trash can, there's this dude out there with his van, truck van thing, like a Subaru or not a Subaru, a Suburban kind of thing. Okay. And he was like tearing apart these paintings and throwing the shit away. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? And I saw some of them. And though granted, keep in mind, they're not like horror art like what I do. They're nothing like this, but they were phenomenally talented paintings. This dude, wow. We're talking like Bob Ross must have sucked his dick to get a fucking minor portion of his powers kind of shit. Because this dude was on the game. And I was like, man, those are really fucking good. Did you paint those? And he was like, yeah, I painted them, and they were different styles. They weren't like Bob Ross paintings. They were just images and a lot of metaphorical feeling. And it was definitely more abstract stuff. Like you could tell he was feeling it and he was painting. It was passion on canvas. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? Why are you destroying it? And he said, because I'm done with it. And I was all, man, can I have some of it? Because I thought, I guess the thought of the time was to at least preserve it, so that way it wouldn't be lost, in a garbage dump somewhere. Because in my brain, it just, and I drew. I didn't paint at that point. I just would draw. And so I was really not in touch with my creative self at the time. I still needed a lot of outlets and shit. I was still very introverted and very angry and violent. And so I was very in awe at this dude destroying his work that was so phenomenally good. And I was just like, dude, what are you doing? Basically, he explained to me that he painted to get out his emotions. And once they were out and released, he didn't have a use for them anymore. He didn't need to keep them around because they were out. He was done with them. Why would he keep the memories of those around? Why would he need that in his life? So he would destroy his paintings and get rid of them. And I'm like, why don't you just sell them? And he said, no, because these are for me. These aren't for anybody else. These are for me. Just for me. And I kept that attitude for like 20 years of my life easy after that guy. And because it was such an empowering moment and such a moment between me and that guy. And I'd never seen him before, never seen him after. But it was such an impactful moment in my mind, in my existence. And I was just like, wow, this guy is fucking crazy. He's an idiot. But when I got older and I started creating stuff and I was still an introvert and I started writing poetry and I started writing songs and I started to draw more creative stuff that I was like angry. And so I just started scribbling and some of my notebooks were just fucking stabbing a fucking notebook and shit. But I kept them because that was my art. That was my creative outlet. And started realizing what he was talking about. And I never let anybody see it. I kept it all to myself. I was very greedy with it. And, but it wasn't on purpose. It wasn't like greedy. It was just, I didn't want other people. It wasn't their burden. It wasn't their emotions. It wasn't their business. It was mine. And then my wife talked to me about selling some of it, getting it out, because I had so much. I have so many pieces. And I thought, it's time. It's time to get a good home for some of these, because if I keep them, what's going to happen to them? They're just going to pile up and time will destroy them. With me in my life, these artworks, they're going to just pile up in a fucking line. And time. Yeah.
Who's in there now?
And time will literally just
2 people in there?
Destroy them. Well, yeah, there's like 5 just a second ago. So, but anyway, that's where all that comes from. So then I started an Etsy, but I do a lot of other things. I sculpt things. So I have like jewelry stuff. Like I've showed a billion times, like the Necronomicons that I do, things like that I hand sculpt the original mold and cast. And dude, I do all kinds of shit. So it's good for the Etsy. But I don't paint, obviously. I only paint portraits of people or characters that are meaningful to me. That is why I haven't finished your portrait yet. Oh, well, that's sweet of you, buddy. And anyway, back to actually doing something. I'm sorry. So my whole point was this. My idea was to paint this eye. And I have to decide where it's going to be looking in order to give it a meaning. And I don't know because I'm overthinking it. But I don't want to overthink it. I just want to be on that one over there. It looks phenomenally great. It looks like, to me, feels like it should be staring you down. Feels to me like it should be letting you know, I know your mind. I know what's in there. I know what you're thinking right now. Even though it doesn't. So let's see. We can just do that. Now, the bad part is once you have done so much to a piece, you can very easily fuck it up. So no matter what I do, I cannot go back on this decision. It is what it is. This is it. I could attempt to repaint this, but if I do, it'll clog up the paint. The paint will start just building up and building up. And then eventually you'll have like a 3D eye coming on there, which could be cool, but at the same time, it'll be obviously weird. But a nice little eyeball thing going there. I don't like it. Actually, I think I fucked. I'm very disappointed in how it turned out. I mean, it's a nice little eyeball overall. Not a nice little eyeball on how I settled it. Settled out and doing it. I wish now that I would have went with the rolling in the back of the head thing a lot more. But it is what it is. I did what I did. You can't go back. And that's the thing, is life is a lot of decisions a lot of the time that you can't change. You just got to live with what you did and roll with it. Fuck it. And that's fine. This isn't a life or death situation. It's a fucking painting. However, sometimes I feel that intense about my paintings. Sometimes to me they are life and death, it seems. Personally, I prefer to make the eyes looking away to the side because there's something raw about not looking at someone. The act of silence is the act of never knowing their mind because you cannot see into their soul, into their eyes. True. And that was the thing. If I would have had the eye rolling in the back of the head, it would have given you the impression of something else happening altogether. That's why I questioned if I should do the eye staring. Because if I could accomplish a good eye staring at you, and if I could make it feel good, like if you looked at it and you really did have that feeling of, man, it's looking at me. That is what I was hoping. That is not what I got was, I want to punch myself in the dick right now. Because the attempt was there. Maybe the attempt will work. I have very little faith in it at this point. You could also try putting multiple irises into one eye. I could. That's a true thing too. I've never done that though. I don't know how how comfortable I would feel doing that. Just because that's kind of more of a tool thing. I know it's not actually. It's been done before Tool did it, by the way, throughout history in some art pieces here and there. But it's more commonly associated with Tool. Interestingly enough. I do appreciate the idea, but I am going to not do it. Only because I don't want people to be like, oh, is that like a Tool thing? And I already get stuff like that a lot where people try to compare, where they're like, oh, hey, man, are you drawing like, are you painting like like this or like that? And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So no. But I might do something like that in the near future. I might actually do like a, dang it, now I can't set this on my leg. Set so I could get a better shot here. Boop. But I might go with something like that in the near future and do more of a Tool-esque kind of thing, just in general. Might have to do that and give it a shot. You know what I mean? Now, as of right now, the thing about eyeballs is eyeballs are crazy. Eyeballs are crazy weird. What happened to your demon spider family? Oh, it's sitting over there. It's still not finished. I'm still mad at it too. I'm not mad at it. It's just what I need to do is I need to have just one painting day that's going to be called like catching up, and it'll be all the shit I need to catch up on. It's what it's going to be. It's going to be literally me catching up on everything. Take some black paint. Let me get rid of a lot of that because that's way too much. I can already tell you. Mix it in with my blue paint. Oh fuck! That was the. Hang on, sorry. Damn it. God. I guess I can do this now then. All right. There we go. Now mix that in together. I don't have a ton of unfinished paintings. Yeah, dude. including apparently my portrait, which is kind of sweet of you, man. I appreciate that. That's kind of neat. That you got a portrait of me going on there. Hopefully it's in my stage look, not just me. I look like a homeless Santa Claus. I did decide, by the way, if my beard goes gray. Yes, you went out for dinner with glasses on. What? I went out for dinner with glasses. I do. Oh, so you took it from one of the pictures when I was out with my wife. Yes. Okay, I got you, buddy. Took me a second. I'm all, yes, I did go out to dinner with my glasses on. Sometimes. But what I was going to say is I've decided that whenever I do get my beard turns gray, right, I'm going to dress just as Santa Claus all the time. And I'm going to tell everybody I am Santa Claus, like kids and stuff, just to give them something in life to be awed at, right? Go with me on this one. Because my wife tells our kids that there's no such thing as Santa Claus. She's always like, Santa's not real. Because my wife has no soul. And I'm like, man, they have to have something, you know, to believe in, something there. You know, I mean, it's fun. It's an enjoyable thing for kids. Mick Foley as fuck. I mean, if I had a sock going on, it'd be all mankind on that shit. But I told her, yeah, I'm gonna totally be Santa, you know. And I know you guys can't really see the detail work going on there, but I told her I was gonna be Santa for around here with all the kids, and that way, when the kids would be like, "Oh, hey, it's Santa," their parents would be like, "Oh, no, that's not Santa." I'll be like, "Oh yeah, just don't tell anybody, kids, haha," you know. And kind of give them a little bit more, I don't know, you know, kind of some magic in their life. You know what I mean? I thought that'd be kind of nice because there's not enough of that in the world today. Today the world is full of garbage and bullshit and crazy shit. And the kids, I think, are missing that magic that they used to have. You know? Because, you know, kids these days, they go to the mall and they see a bullshit Santa and they're like, that ain't Santa, fuck that shit. Because they're just like, I got a beard, it's all glued on, and, you know. But having a dude who really looks like Santa all the time, and I'd be like wearing a whole red suit and everything. I'd just wear red and white all the time. Just walk around being Santa. I think that'd be tight. And I don't know, I think it'd be kind of neat since I'd already be like, you know, kind of chubby and got the chubby cheeks and kind of a pudgy nose now and the beard and everything. I think it'd work good. I think it'd be fine. I think the kids would be like, yay, Santa. I'd be like, yeah, Santa, that's right. And it'd be all good. But then again, also, you got to consider, you know, I might go to jail because parents are a little weird these days about everything. Why are you talking to my kid? I'm like, God, you're way too weirdly angry about somebody just talking to you. Well, I guess that makes sense. Don't talk to their kids. Anyway. So painting eyes is kind of hard, but kind of not. Painting eyes is nothing but blobs and random shit. My old man did that, and my brother was his elf. It did not go well. See, again, that's what I'm saying. It might not go well. Not in today's time. I'd be like, I'm not going to be like, hey, kids, sit on my lap or nothing. That'd be a little bit fucking much. But I'm saying, like, you know, just when kids are like, little kids are running through the fucking Walmart or something, and I'm shopping, and they'd be like, oh my God, it's Santa. Then, you know, I could play along and maybe give them a little bit of lighter spirits in their existence before they go home to, you know, family fighting and a bunch of social media bullshit and God knows what else they're subjected to in the world. You know what I mean? Like maybe give them a little bit of hope that there's something better out there. You know, oh, Santa is real. So maybe, you know, the good magic's out there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just seemed like a good idea to me, which it may not be. It might be a stupid idea. But maybe that's just my fucking, you know, positive bullshit, you know? Trying to be a positive person, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being dumb. But I thought it might be cool. Doodle-doo. And let's just add a little bitty iris. Just one, though. Or, yeah. Yeah, that's the iris. The thing in the middle, right? Yeah, you're gonna make the wifey Mrs. Claus. Nah, she'd never. She's like a party pooper, bro. She doesn't like to do anything with me ever. She's always like, "Oh my god, you're so embarrassing." She doesn't sound like that, but you know, she really does hate everything I do. She's always super embarrassed of everything I do and say, and you know. I'm kind of digging it. I mean, it's all right. It's not what I don't know. I didn't want anything. I didn't want anything out of this. I wasn't specifically looking. Really? Paint? But, and you know what? You know what? Actually, dude, you know, you do portraits. And again, I've watched your skill grow from being garbage to being amazing. Because now, dude, like I said, if anybody hit me up and said, you know, I need portraits done, I'd totally send them to you, bro. But I could not do it. I tell you, dude, I cannot do portraits to save my life. There's no way in fuck I'd be able to do it. And, nah. And hey, what up? But, dude, your portraits are tight. I mean, I might be able to paint an eyeball here or there or something like that, but if your face ain't half ripped off or fucking tentacles are coming out your ass, I couldn't portrait. If you have tentacles coming out your ass, you might need to go to the hospital before you sit there and let me do a portrait of you, though. But if you're gonna not, if you want a portrait of that, I mean, we can talk about that. You know, thanks, bro. You're welcome, bro. But I mean that. You know, I wouldn't tell you if I didn't. Because like I said, dude, you sucked in the beginning. Like it was pretty rough. It's pretty rough, dude. I mean, you didn't suck. You did suck. Your skill has increased from being very rough to being fucking impressive, dude. Like you have studied the art, you have put in the hours, you have put in the practice, you have put in the manpower, dude. I could paint your sister, I could. And I just don't know if I want to. But dude, you have really put in the talent, the power, and you obviously have the skill behind you, you know, the natural talent. Like you were talking about talent. This guy's got some talent. So, you know, you could actually develop and grow and blossom to the ability you got now, dude. And it's great. I've like seen your stuff now, and it is night and fucking day compared to where you started. Me, I haven't grown. I have not grown in, I don't know if I've ever grown as an artist, dude. Skill or style, methods, techniques, like all across the board. I honestly don't think I've ever grown, you know, and that sucks. You know, it is what it is, and it sucks because, you know, you want to always grow. You want to go further as an artist, you know? But, god dang, man, it looks so much different on there than it does in real life. It looks terrible. God, I'm going to have to really do something with that here in a minute. Hang on. I've done way better eyeballs. My one, I don't know where it's at, but I have a really cool eyeball I just did a while back that I really like. I really hate this eyeball. This eyeball's fucking trash, but that's okay. We'll tweak it out a little bit here. And I know we're at 2 hours now, which is usually where I stop. And I might have to. Fucking me, it's midnight. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to here in a minute. And I'm going to finish this fucking eye. This eye can eat a dick sandwich. That's what it can do. A little bit more white here. Bloop. Bloop. And everybody should like put their links on my shit too, because you know what, bro? I did put my links, a couple of them on my last video. I went ahead and finally fixed that. But I realized I didn't put my not my Snapchat. That's for my butthole pictures. No, I don't have a Snapchat. Wait, I do have a Snapchat, don't I? Why do I have a Snapchat? Do I have a Snapchat? I don't know. But my Instagram, which is also God Machine. Actually, my Instagram's God Machine YT because I lost my God Machine, my password to my first God Machine one, you know? So, yeah. I lost the password, so it kind of fucked up there, and you know, whatever. But let me do some shading in this eyeball a little bit. Man. Oh, but you know, that's the thing, Sean. I may try to be positive to people, but if like you still sucked, I would just be like, yeah, you paint stuff. Because I still don't have to be a dick, you know. But you know your shit, you have definitely come a long way, man. And I admire a lot of the times I admire people who sorry, I'm getting paint ready. I admire the people who put in that fucking work because not a lot of people do. Like me, a lot of people will settle. They'll get comfortable in a space and then they stop growing. And that sucks. And it sucks for me. I hate it. I'm personally not happy with myself about it. You know, why would I be? And, you know, that's part of what I'm doing all this for is to grow, to help myself understand, to understand myself better, to search myself better, and to maybe grow emotionally, mentally.
You go cry to your father.
What do you mean cry?
And maybe, you know, eventually get better.
I'm crying.
I'm sorry. We're not crying. I meant go complain to your father.
I'm gonna die over here.
She's upset. She's been begging me to play chess. And I
Oh,
said,
yeah?
Yeah, I said, Kyra.
No.
Kyra, you don't want to play me at chess.
So teach her how to play chess at least. Just teach her how to play chess.
She says she knows how.
All right, well then play a little bit with her.
I did play 2 games.
Shush.
Oh, okay.
She's mad because I beat her.
No.
Okay, Kyra, it's okay, sweetie. Chess is hard,
It
bro.
is hard.
I'm dumb. I can't play chess.
Yes, you are.
Really? Get out of here.
Kind of dumb. Everybody's kind of dumb.
Really?
Everybody's kind of dumb.
Well, everybody is kind of dumb.
I was telling the truth, Dad.
Yeah.
Now, don't be mad. Do you want me to let you win? Would you feel good about yourself if I let you win?
Ugh.
Why are
You
you
would.
saying that in front of them?
Or take it easy on you?
Shut up.
I play chess and I suck at it, they said. Yeah, dude, chess is hard, man. Chess is a rough one.
You just have to think strategically and be able to think many, many moves ahead.
I do. I'm really good at that, just not at chess.
What's the difference?
I was a magic card god, wife. Thank you very much.
Then why aren't you good at chess?
Because chess is garbage. It only allows you to move like forward a little bit and like sideways a little bit. And this is garbage. A lot of it is garbage. I hate chess. Chess is dumb.
It's just like building up. Like, you have to have a mana pool and
Yeah, it's garbage. Chess is stupid. I hate it.
and
It-
when
I-
you
it's-
game,
I-
you have to make sacrifices. Dude, it's literally like playing black.
Okay, listen. If maybe I could play it if I gave a shit to, like really strategize and figure it out enough. Like if I played it enough, maybe. I don't care. I really don't care that much about it though. That's the thing. That's not gonna work. Now she's just embarrassed because I'm on my live and you're telling her secrets to everybody on live.
she's like yelling at me
Yeah.
because I beat her. She's all upset. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to just take it easy on her.
Well, yeah, but I mean, doesn't mean you have to be a dick noodle to her. Jeez. She's learning. You can't.
I know. I was even allowing her to take back moves.
Okay, well, good.
So I was taking
There, how's that eyeball looking now? We're starting to do better with the eyeball, right?
I was taking it easy on her.
I mean, the eyeball's starting to come out a little bit better, starting to pop a little bit more.
I wasn't being that big of a jerk. Come on, man.
It's you, wife. Come on now. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't beat me up. When the camera turns off, the fists turn on.
What the fuck ever.
Sounds
It
like
would turn you on, you fucking weirdo.
sounds like an old 1970s grindhouse film. You know, when the camera turns off, her fists turn on, and then like explosions happen, and some dude gets punched in the face and thrown over a bar, and then a car flies through a window. See?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be amazing.
You didn't even hear my joke.
Yeah, I did hear my joke, or your joke. Oh, hey, Casey, you joined him. I don't think I don't know. I saw him pop in for a split sec, but you guys are gonna be too dark, aren't you? Oh, shit. Fuck, too dark. Oh my gosh, it's all fucked up. Everything is fucking stupid. There we go. That totally fucked that up. Look at that. That's garbage. Trash. Fuck. Everything is going great.
Sorry, I'm all distracting you.
No.
Oh,
All right, love you. Bye. I'm gonna shut down here in a few, but you are a real Alex Gray. Who the fuck is Alex Gray? Why do people keep saying names about people I don't even know?
Alex Gray's the guy who did some of the artwork for the Tool album covers.
Oh,
He's that like old hippie guy.
the old hippie guy
Yeah.
that did the Tool covers.
He did the Lateralis artwork, the
Oh,
eyeball stuff, you know,
I gotcha. Okay,
the psychedelic looking shit.
I gotcha. All right. Yeah, nope, not trying to ever be like Mr. Hippie. I mean, I'm not like the artwork for that stuff was pretty impressive to be, you know. He does the art for, yeah, my wife just explained that. But I mean, his work's impressive as fuck. But hippies, good damn hippies, good damn hippies. Yeah, I fucked up that part of the eye. It's really upsetting. That's okay. Oh no, not too shabby. Gonna work on them teethy parts a little bit. Hang on a minute. Let me just kind of.
Look at you! You want to look at me?
I'm gonna bring those out a little bit more, just to show something. Show a little difference there. All this is really watered down stuff. Like, and dude, Sean, what do you use? Do you use? You're acrylic. You're an acrylic man, aren't you? You use acrylic on canvas, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think you use oils and shit. I don't know if you've advanced onto oils or not. I can't do oils to save my life, but Kyra's in there crying right now because her mom beat her at chess. She thinks she was trying to show off when talking to you guys. Oils are expensive and it takes too long to dry. Yeah. They take forever to dry. Like, I have oils because I don't know. I don't even know where they came from. But I have some, apparently. Some little tubes of them. And it's weird, bro. Like, my kids played with them one day, and I thought they were acrylics because you mostly have watercolors, but I haven't used them in 10 years. You should, or in years. You should bust out the watercolors, man. And watercolors are great. Oh, that was way too much. Oh, that looked pretty good though when I did that. Hang on a minute. Let me. hoping it do that a little bit. Right there. But dude, you should break out the watercolors and use them. Why not? You know, I mean, it doesn't hurt to bust out shit now and again. And you know, and watercolors, dude, like everybody thinks like watercolors, they think of children. Watercolors are amazing. You know, I practically use my acrylics as watercolors. Because I add much water to them. And then after that, I basically spread them around like water. I mean, you know, which is what I'm doing actually right here with this light. It's black. And then I'm just using a light, you know, a little wash, which kind of actually I didn't know was a thing. I use Prismacolor markers. Oh, okay, cool. I use this method, actually the wash method, because I used to paint like D&D miniatures, but my Warhammer miniatures. So I'd paint my Warhammer miniatures and shit, but I'd do a wash to get all the cracks in there. So when I started doing this, I did the wash idea with the acrylics, because I use acrylics on those, because I knew it just watered them down. What do you mean it has a Pink Floyd vibe? So, I mean, I guess, I don't know. I don't do the Pink Floyd thing either. A lot of people might get mad at me for that one, but I'm not a Pink Floyd fan, bro. Uh-oh. That's right. I said it. I said it. D&D nerd. And no, I never was good at D&D because there's too much math involved and I'm not that smart. So I didn't really, would you stop flying around like an idiot? So I never really did the D&D so much growing up or anything like that. My mom did a kind of a ripoff of D&D, which was supposed to be simpler, but I still never really could do it. So I skipped all that. I was an orc in D&D and kept talking about eating the other players, right? See, I did play a little bit of D&D when I got older, but when it got easier, they changed the stat sheets and shit. So, and it was all right, but nobody liked to have fun. So I never really played much because around here where our state's at, there weren't a lot of D&D players. And the ones who were like super serious, which is fine, but I'm a jackass. So now I'm like, bro, I got to have some good times with this or I can't do this. You know, I got to have fun and enjoy my time playing a game, or what the fuck is the point of playing it? You know? So that is what I did. And I joined a party once, and their leader was not happy with me just wanting to have a good time, their dungeon master. And he ended up trying to kill me with a couple of lightning bolts, and I rolled the perfect 20, and people thought it was great. People enjoyed it, but he did not enjoy my jackassery because I came in and just fucked his whole campaign up. I just fucked the whole campaign up. Not on purpose, though. I was just trying to, you know, invigorate and bring some life to it and enjoy it. And that was it, man. It was good, though. Everybody liked it. Everybody had a good time. You know, they weren't pissed. He was pissed. And that was really the difference. So, yeah. I was a barbarian, and I didn't talk about eating other people. I ate a whole village of people, basically. I ended up going in and killing everybody that they were supposed to talk to. And then I wore part of them to the next village. I mean, because the dude had set it up where they had to get these important clues to for their mission. And I was like, nah, fuck it. I'm just going to kill everybody, man, woman, child, and eat them all. And then wear their skin. And it was some stupid, funny shit. Good times. Good times. Again, he didn't think so, but man, we all had a good time. So, but if it has Pink Floyd, The Wall vibes to you, dude, I guess okay. I'm not a big fan. Lotion on its skin, exactly. I'm not a big fan, but I mean, I guess if that's kind of what it brings to you, good. I'm not sure where I want to go with it. Again, I'm trying not to feel where to go with it. I don't want to dictate where it itself goes. That is a lot of extra paint all over the place. I wonder where my paint all goes. I just fucking waste it. You know? But acrylics is my thing. I can't. Oils like are really hard because they never dry. Oh, that was the story. My kids use the oil paint in the little tubes. I thought there were acrylics in the little tubes. It was like in a set or something that I think somebody got me. Is maybe where I got it from. And long time ago. But the oils they used, they got into my paints and they got the oils, and they were like, bleh. And they painted it real thick on these paintings. And yeah, well, it never dried. And so days later, I think I put my hand down or something like that to pick it up, or maybe I just missed something. I don't remember, but my hand got on it. Part of my hand got on it, and it was still like wet. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what? Look at how cut that eyebrow is. Gee, what the fuck? Anyway, and yeah, so I realized there were oils at that point. I was like, neat, I've got oils. But nah, they're terrible. I can't use oils for shit. They're hard because you have to like, when you paint oils, I think you have to paint like negatively with them, like a negative space thing. If I'm not mistaken, it's like painting backwards or something like that. I can't remember how they were talking about the technique. You use the oils more than anything. It's more of a retractive than an additive kind of thing. Like with this stuff, you add on top and you kind of do that stuff, but I don't remember. It can take 5 years for an oil painting to dry. Yeah, see, I know it takes forever, and so I was like, I'm good. And I fuck with oils a little bit, but I've seen some people on my Instagram. I follow a couple of guys that are oil. They do oil. Some of the most lifelike shit, and I mean, I've watched. They do like just real quick shit. You know, like it takes 2 minutes. And they'll just do like a mouth or, an eye or like the side of a face or something. Sort of got 2-3 minutes. And they're just like, and they just blend it so well because the oil doesn't dry. And they just blend it. And when they're all done, like, boom, it just looks like part of a painting or part of a picture stuck on a canvas. It's amazing. And I'm just like, fuck you, man. Like, teach me how to do that with acrylic. Like you show me the technique on how to do that with acrylic. Otherwise, fuck yourself. And, but it's some pretty amazing shit. And I don't know. I admire some of that stuff, some of that work. I wish I could do it, but I can't. I've tried it with acrylic or with oils, and oils are just fucking hard. And they never dry, which I can see being a positive thing. Again, if you want to blend or go in and tweak it, that'd be really cool. Cause like this stuff here, it'll dry. It'll dry tonight and I'll screw with it and, mess with it tomorrow. I'm going to do this again tomorrow, hopefully. If I'm not super sick and running a fever and dying in bed. And, but, I enjoy the medium of acrylic, but I think I'm limiting myself to some degree by not using other mediums too. And I like some of the stuff I've done. I know, Richard, you weren't here in the beginning, but the earlier ones I use magic markers. I have my own technique that I developed with magic markers for paintings, which adds like a whole new element of color and style and weird shit. I'll do another one of those at some point in the near future. But the thing is like I do different stuff differently sometimes. Like obviously this is in a different style, than that to a degree, but their similarity. Obviously I wasn't going for like, a realistic eye in this. You know what I mean? The chaos aspects of this was just what happened to flow out. This, for some weird reason, flowed out a little bit more, realism in an eye, a little bit You know, the mouth's a little bit more organized in the sense of a real mouth, which I didn't expect, and things of that nature. You know, so sometimes it comes out different. It just kind of comes out how it comes out. And I let it flow and let it do its own thing. And then if my brain starts thinking too much, it fucks it up like it did today. I was on a good roll and I just happened to let it go. And now, so I'm going to let my brain relax. I'm going to go eat me some spaghetti. You know, sounds really fucking good. Oh, I don't have any more of my little garlic knots. Fuck. My spaghetti's not going to be the same, bro. Now I'm defeated. Now I'm fucking defeated. What else do I got to eat? Garbage. I'm going to go eat garbage out of a garbage can. Anyway. Thanks for tuning in. As always. I appreciate it. Yes, Richard, I will actually try to include all my links on this one. My Instagram links and everything else. Which, again, it's just look up God in a Machine, and you'll pretty much find me everywhere. The X Art of Horror is the only other title I go by, which is the one I have on like Facebook or my Etsy, which is because it's more of a professionally. Enjoy your Baby Godzilla. Peace out. Fuck you. And you know, I swear to God, if you're gonna end up painting like Baby Godzilla for me at some point, and I will hate you for the rest of time. Just letting you know. But until then, yes, I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. Good night. It is midnight. Fuck, midnight 30 here. Yeah, I'm going to go to bed. Well, after I eat some spaghettis. Man, fuck, I ain't got the garlic knots still. I wonder what I could do. Sprinkle some garlic on it. Look at those wrinkles. Jesus. I know I say it all the time. It looks like a hatchet. Just fucking hacked myself up. Actually, fun story before I go. When I was in the mental hospital, true story, and then I'm out of here. I'll actually kill this because nobody gives a shit over here now. Everybody's going to bed. Everybody thinks I left. But when I was in the mental hospital, I was in there with a guy who chopped up his family with an axe. And he killed his mom and dad with an axe. No joke. And there's a place that used to be, back in my day, mental hospitals were different than they are now. Now they're a nicer place. They legally got investigated, at least in our state. But back when I was young, did not. Back in my day, you kind of got tossed in a place and you were fucked. There's a couple of places here like that in state. And one of them was called Raider, before Raider became a fat camp, as they were known at one point. But when Raider was a mental hospital here, it was a terrible place where basically, from this guy's firsthand experience, was kind of like juvenile criminally insane. And they would be tossed into a bunker-like situation, like the military, where they have like a big room and everybody's kind of in there. And this is no joke, but people would bludgeon you and rape you every night. There was like basically a couple of gangs in there that, like, you know, at nighttime, the orderlies would close and lock the door. What the guy said was basically this. They would close and lock the doors at night, and in the morning they would pull out the dead people and those who were in need of medical attention. And he wasn't lying. That's something they got in trouble for, was some of the accidental situations. It's pretty terrible. And yeah, it was a scary place. But this dude chopped up his fucking family with an axe, and that's where they put him. And then he came to the mental hospital where I was at. And he was a nice guy, though. But whenever he got out of control, you know this place was terrible. Because the first things out of their mouth was, do you want us to send you back to Raider? This dude literally would piss himself, crawl under the chair, and cry. Like, goddamn, that was a scary place. The axe thing reminded me of that because he chopped him up with an axe. And he also chopped himself with an axe. His nose was gone. They had to stitch it back on. It had been removed. He chopped himself like here, and it had cut his nose mostly off. One of his ears was gone. He had a huge, like he started hitting himself in the face with a fucking axe. He was very mangled. Looked really cool. Looked like something out of an 80s, war sci-fi flick of him in the future. If he would have had like a bionic eye and like one arm would be like metal and he'd be like at the militant, captain of a fucking rogue, something hunting aliens. Oh, totally legit looking like that. But, he didn't look like that badass. Like he was like a normal looking dude, just fucked up. Oh yeah, look cool. But you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, he was fucked. And, but no, the hatchet thing, the axe thing reminded me of that. So not that was that important of a story to tell before bed. Well, good night, everybody. I'll see you later, like tomorrow, maybe. Well, hopefully tomorrow. I like it. I'm not too mad about it. It came out decently good. I have no idea what the fuck else to do with it. I guess that's what tomorrow's for, right? All right. Well, goodbye. Good night. Okay.